Hello, this is a league start guide for the Dark Effigy Essence Drain Contagion Lich. With the 0.4 update, this build remains untouched and a top performing starter for casters. 0.3 brought a few changes such as Execute 3 and Ravenous Swarm into the mix, and in this video I will go over all the gear, gems, jewels, and the passive tree, including a full written guide linked below, which I will update as we get new information throughout the league. So starting off, I will go over all the changes in the 0.4 update. There's not many, but there's a few things to consider. The first one is obviously going to be the biggest one, and that is going to be 20 new skills, 35 new supports, 8 new lineage supports, 250 new passive skills on the passive tree, and 10 new uniques. So we don't know what any of this is. We are being completely information hostage. We have no clue about any of this. And there's no way for me to adjust pre-patch like I would usually like to do. So the only thing I can do is after patch launches, I'm going to take a look at all this stuff and I will update the guide as fast as humanly possible in consideration for whatever these may be. Next up, we have a small nerf to what is basically all caster builds, which is the removal of Perfect Essence of Sorcery for being used on focuses. Previously, this would give you +3 to the level of all spell skill gems, so it was very good and very easy to get that on your focus. Now, you're going to have to get a focus with +2 on it, and hopefully a second stat on your prefixes, either energy shield, chaos damage, spell damage, and then you are going to want an open third prefix, and you then are going to desecrate for +1 totem. One little side note is going to be about the Adorned. Adorned has been massively buffed this patch to go up to 150% increased effect of socketed jewels from the previous 100. For those of you who don't know, this was the previous value in PoE 1, and it was one of the most broken items to ever have existed. It's worth multiple mirrors back then for 150% roll, and so now it is in PoE 2. If you have one of these now with like 130% roll-ish or above, this is probably worth fitting into the build. It's going to double all of the energy shield values on your jewels, and then you can spread out your suffixes with other things like Withered Effect, Chaos Damage, Regen if you need it, you know, whatever. So starting off, I'll first hover over each piece of gear in case anybody wants to immediately copy it, and then afterwards I will go in and explain each piece and how they work together. So starting off with our wand here, you can see that mine has a failed fracture on it. Just go ahead and ignore that. Most important stats here are going to be the plus to level of all chaos spell skills. All spell skills works as well, followed by increased cast speed, and then followed by increased chaos damage or spell damage. For our helmet here, we have an at series disdain. It's just the best helmet for a lich. You just put it on every lich all the time. That's what you use. Right here is going to be the big change that occurred in the 0.3 update. For the focuses, your #1 priority mod is now going to be the Desecrated modifier +1 maximum totems. This is a massive damage boost. It is your most important stat by far, but the second most important stat is going to be all spell skills, followed by a third prefix of your choice, either increased energy shield or spell or chaos damage, although those values have also been slightly lowered this patch, so it's probably going to be the energy shield as your third best prefix. As for your suffixes, cast speed is the most important, and then just whatever reses that you can get. For the amulet here, we have a +3 all spells amulet. Fractured this one luckily, and also on the amulet you need at least 24 spirit to have clarity on top of our gem setup. In addition to that, you can get any energy shield, stats, res, mana regen. Chest piece here, you just want a big ES chest piece. You're going to want a flowing raiment or another base, preferably the one that has increased mana regeneration rate, but the one that is increased energy shield recharge is also good. Just big energy shield, stats, and res. For our ring here, again, a successful fracture on the cast speed, although this ring is really bad. You just want cast speed, preferably on a cast speed base, maximum life, resistances, some mana is okay, mana regen is okay as well. And same thing for both rings. Both of these rings are really, really bad, but that's what you want. For our gloves here, you want increased maximum life, increased energy shield, stats, res, and that's going to be the same thing for our belt and boots. But on the belt here, we have a really nice belt. Got really lucky crafting this. Just resistances, life, mana. Here's where we have another change. Again, in the 0.3 update, they added the Essence of Horror modifier for 60... well, what was 100% increased effective socketed items has now been nerfed to 60%. I honestly don't think that matters. I think it's still going to be the kind of boots that you're looking to craft. Along with the rune nerfs, you can only have one movement speed rune in your boots. Movement speed is still the most premium stat in the game, and you're probably still going to be Essence of Horroring a pair of boots for your socketables. Although the Omen of Homogenization was nerfed or completely removed this patch, so what you're really going to do probably is get a good pair of boots that's just already good, and then just slap an Essence of Horror on it and pray. It's probably going to be your best course of action. And then you would socket in the movement speed rune. And for our offhand weapon, we have a Chiming Staff for the Sigil of Power, preferably one that has plus level of all spell skills on there to increase the level of the Sigil of Power. And for our charm, we're using Nascent Hope. Next up, I'm going to go over our jewels here. Lots of good stats you can look for here, but the most important one, in my opinion, is going to be the increased effect of Withered. You want to look for a total of 40% or greater increased effect of Withered in total across all of your jewel sockets. This stat only functions, though, in increments of 20%. That is because Withered is 5% increased chaos damage taken per stack. So if you get 20%, that will equal 1% increased chaos damage taken per stack. Numbers in Path of Exile always round down, so if you have 19%, you're not going to reach that whole number of 1% increased chaos damage taken for Withered, and it will essentially be nothing. And same thing if you have 39% increased effective Withered, it will round down to that 1%. So make sure you hit that 40% increased effective Withered threshold, which is helped a lot by the fact that this jewel socket on our Ascendency here gives us 100% increased effect of the socketed jewel. Other stats that you're looking for are going to be increased maximum energy shield. You want that on basically everything, but you can also look for increased spell damage, increased chaos damage, increased mana regeneration rate. I have found I need a lot of, so I have a lot of that on my jewels. Gain additional stun threshold is really nice. Other than that, one jewel with recover mana on kill is very nice. Faster start of energy shield recharge. Cast speed. Do not get volatility on kill. This thing is very troll. Don't do that. And increased skill effect duration is very nice as well. Next up, I will go over the gem links for the build. We have Dark Effigy, linked with Overabundance 2, Controlled Destruction, Execute 3, Poison 2, Concentrated Area, Essence Drain, linked to Swift Affliction 2, Chain 2, Considered Casting, Chaos Mastery, and Derange. We have Contagion linked with Unleash, Magnified Area 2, Swift Affliction 2, Chaos Freeze, Intense Agony, Despair linked with Decaying Hex, Heightened Curse, Efficiency 2, and Cursed Ground. Optionally, you could put in Hex Bloom support over this. We have Withering Presence with Prolonged Duration 2 and Clarity 1 when your spirit allows it. Bone Storm linked with Life Tap, Perpetual Charge, and Exploit Weakness. This is only used to set yourself at low life when you put on a Visage of Aya and take it off, and then you're on low life. And then Mana Tempest, which is used for single target boss utility. And in addition to these, you'll want to slot in Ravenous Storm when your spirit allows it, with increased area of effect and prolonged duration 2 for both. As for our weapon sets here, we have Dark Effigy on weapon set 1, Essence Drain on weapon set 1, Contagion on weapon set 1, Despair on weapon set 2, Withering Presence on weapon set 1, Convalescence on weapon set 1, Blasphemy on 1 and 2. Next up is the passive tree, which I'll do a quick overview on first and then an explanation after. Keep in mind that this tree may change. Again, the written guide will be updated with this, which is linked below. Starting off, we are doing Soulless Form into Eternal Life, then Eldritch Empowerment, and finally the Jewel Socket. Our tree just comes up here, grabbing a lot of the chaos stuff, an energy shield, cast speed, some totem nodes, skill effect duration. As for our weapon set passives, I am highlighting them here. My character is currently level 93, so this is assuming you're level 93. But these red lines here are for your first weapon set. Some on these nodes on Essence Infusion and Potent Incantation. At the top here for the Dark Entries and for Pure Chaos and Wither Away. Finally, Preservation. And these nodes down here ending up on this one as well, which you'll extend with just a regular passive point. As for the second weapon set passives, we have the Zone of Control, Hindered Capabilities, Master of Hexes, Lingering Whispers, and a couple energy shield nodes down here, as well as a couple energy shield nodes up here as well. Just a few quick notes about the passive tree here. This wheel may look a little weird, it is a little weird, but it's really just for the area of effect to help spread contagion a little more. Same with this one here. And on a lot of these extra energy shield nodes, like Essence Infusion and Convalescence, you can kind of balance that out depending on how much faster start of energy shield recharge rate you have and how much recharge rate you have. You may find that taking some other nodes like Quick Response down here will be nice, or Eldritch Will for additional stun threshold, stuff like that, so just tailor that to what you have. Next up, I will go over how to play the character. So in the single target rotation, you're going to start off with Sigil of Power, Despair, 2 Dark Effigy totems, Contagion, and then Essence Drain. And then all you do is maintain all your debuffs and maintain your Dark Effigy totems. I find it's useful to kind of refresh them before they expire so their damage uptime is consistent. For general mapping, I have been using Dark Effigy totem to clear more than Essence Drain, so just place a Dark Effigy totem and Contagion, and do that every so often as you're walking along. Just place Dark Effigy totems and keep pressing Contagion, and that is it. For some maps that have walls that are cutting off your Dark Effigy totem or obstacles, you can lead with a Essence Drain into Contagion just to clear the mobs that are like coming around a wall. What you clear with, though, is entirely up to you, and you can use whatever you would like, really. So that's going to be it from me. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, and if you want to see follow-up videos to this build or other builds I make, subscribe now. I also have a full written leveling and endgame guides in the description below, so check those out if you'd like. I'm going to leave some raw footage at the end here, just showing a full map, so you can get an idea of what the build looks like, how it plays, and see if it's something that you would enjoy to play. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Not yet. No. Not yet. I need more time. I need more mana. No. Too soon.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games.
Subscribe now and like the video.